Okay, we're back and we are going to be going through the Law of Attraction Tarot, and we will be going through the Pentacles. And just like with the chalices or cups and the swords, we will be comparing this deck with the traditional Rider-Waite system. So first off, let's look at the traditional Ace of Pentacles, okay? Ace of Pentacles here, again, with all aces, it's new beginnings, it's new energy being brought in, and Pentacles representing Earth and the physical body, money, the body, sex, drugs, rock and roll, anything that happens to your physical body, and anything that involves Earth and money, okay? So, here we go. You know, the caduceus, am I saying that right? I think I am. This represents the body, right? It represents medicine. It represents spirit and physical and our evolution and our DNA. So I feel like, you know, hey, I don't necessarily think these have the same energy, but I can see it as an introductory to Pentacles, right? Okay, so next, this is the traditional Two of Pentacles, and it's the Fool, and he's juggling, and he's, right now, everything's in balance, but, you know, anything could change. He's got kind of the ocean here behind him, and we're not quite sure where he's looking. In any moment, he could drop one of these. Here is the Two of Pentacles, and this is my first time looking at this card, so I'm kind of going to spend a minute. Again, I'm not sure what language this is in. This deck's a European deck, so I'm not sure if anybody knows, again, the language, let me know. Two of Pentacles seems like decisions need to be made. Seems like there is some discord happening here. What it feels like is that they're on vacation and that they're lost. They've probably just had an argument, and she wants him to go ask for help, and he's being stubborn. That's how it feels to me. Let's look up what their little white book says. Wands, Swords, Pentacles. Pentacles. Chalices. Pentacles. Two. Indecision. Restlessness, embarrassment, obstacles to be overcome in order to make your dream come true. You may be called upon to choose between two potential sources of earning. And that actually is very true, and I should have said that about this one. Again, because again, this means money. So it could be a decision between money here or a decision between things. It's also got the infinity here. So for right now, this one is a little bit more balanced. But anyway, indecision. Okay, 3. Here's the traditional Rider-Waite. It represents kind of like a coming together of man and wife in their physical bodies. So this card can represent marriage and sex. You know, they're in a church. So here's the 3 of Pence here. This, to me, you know, he's a conductor. What is he creating? This is an artist. This is, to me, more of a magician card. What is this person creating? So those cards aren't really jiving to me, but let's look here. The 3, the Commander. Loans, scholarships, help from influential people in making your dream come true. Positive results, ambition satisfied. That card doesn't say any of those things to me, but okay. Whatever. The traditional 4 of Pentacles. This is a very greedy Scrooge, mixed Scrooge face. He's got all this money, and he's like, no, this is mine. This reminds me of the little brat on the Cups card. Isn't it the 4 of Cups too? Where he's sitting under the tree and he's like, no. That's what this one reminds me of. He's got, you know, 1 at his head. He's got 1 at his heart and 2 under his feet. And he's just a greedy little bastard. And this is the Four of Pentacles here, which, if you watch my unboxing, this was one of the cards that stood out to me. Like, what in the actual F? It wants a password. So to me, this feels like somebody who's trying to hack into their computer and they don't have the password, or else we would see some of the password being written. Maybe somebody's trying to sneak. Maybe somebody's trying to steal your money, right? Hackers, internet hackers. If you've ever had your money hacked, 90% of that chance would be that it was somebody that hacked your passwords, don't you think? So this feels like stealing money. So let's look at Four of Pentacles. Security, financial fortune, earnings, economic stability, profitable real estate investments. Your dream will make you feel fulfilled on a personal level. So that doesn't feel like success to me, but okay. That feels like, I get the security because that could be a security breach. But this is a card of actually saying that you're financially secure, which so is this guy. He's got plenty of money, but he's a greedy bastard. Anyways, okay. So Five of Pentacles traditionally, again, so this is, you know, we're getting higher up. This is to me like the outside of the church. These people have gone there looking for help and they're freezing and they don't have a lot of money. They're definitely not doing well financially. Things are starting to turn for the worst. Oh, sorry. Let's look up the traditional Pentacle. Five of Pence. Okay, so traditionally the Five of Pentacles is unemployment, destitution, loss of home, loneliness, lovers unable to find a meeting place, affinities discovered through similar troubles, dark night of the soul. So yeah, this is a horrible card. You're down on your luck. And here is the Law of Attraction card. And, you know, it's hearts, but there's an arrow going through it. And so loss of love, I'd say this is like a twin flame love, a twin flame relationship where maybe the divine masculine is running still. So dark night of the soul. Okay, next we have the Six. The traditional Six of Pence. So the starving couple from before, they were down on their luck. They lost everything. And then here's this person, Justice, who's going to give them a few scraps of food. So things are starting to look up. They're not in success yet, but they're kind of, you know, at least having somebody give them some charity. Now, the Six of Pentacles in Law of Attraction deck, this seems more like the devil to me. This person's being controlled by their earthly urges to use drugs. We've got the cigarette here. The cigarette's bigger than the man, and it's taking him for a ride. So this doesn't feel the same to me here. I guess the only similarities is that both of these people are being challenged by the earth element. These people, it's showing up in like starvation and poor, being poor. This one in a cigarette. But you know, if we think about just cigarettes, how much do cigarettes cost nowadays? If you're willing to smoke cigarettes, you're willing to throw your money in the garbage, if you ask me. So you're probably having some financial issues. But again, it feels more devil related to me. Addiction feels very much more addiction based. So let's look up their meaning. Six, anxiety, economic concerns, crisis, fickle fortune. You will need more time to see your dream become a reality. So if you think about, I guess their thoughts on it is, if you have a lot of anxiety, what do? You smoke a cigarette. And again, you got to think this is a European deck and it's very common to smoke over there. So this has a different meaning to me, but whatever. Seven of Pentacles. So again, they're always telling a story. So remember the last time the couple was kind of getting some food from the priest? Well, now you're back to work and you're kind of watching your garden grow. You're starting to accumulate some wealth again. Things are turning up. They're getting better and better every day. Here's their version, Seven of Pentacles. You've got all these chairs. So this seems like, is this school? Is this business? You're open for business and you just need butts in the chair. That's what that says to me. Let's look up their meaning. Seven, progress. Financing, good negotiations, winnings from gamblings, everything you undertake to make your dream come true is destined to grow. So yeah, That's what that card says to me, is you're open for business. You've got chairs. Now come sit down and spend your money here. 8 of Pentacles. Now we're working. We've got our tools back. We're building. We're accumulating more money. Things are going great. And likewise, you know, I don't know. This card feels like there's some, like we're definitely at work, but there's a little bit of drama. A little bit of drama here. Like, she wants his attention and he's not paying any attention to her. This feels more like sexual frustration to me, which is also Pentacles energy. Sex is a Pentacles energy. So let's see, 8. Career. Changes due to an inheritance or a wedding and an inviolable position. The learning of a new discipline may help you to make a dream come true. So that, their definitions don't really match up to their imagery. But they're at work. So, you know, again, knowing what I know from this card, you can kind of carry this meaning into this card. 9 of Pentacles. Yay! It's time for the harvest. You've made it back to work. You've been able to build a business. And now you're able to take a vacation or just enjoy the fruits of your labor. Hallelujah. 9. We're victory. This is the euro. Again, this is a European deck, so imagine this being the dollar sign. We're on top of our shit. We're on top of our game. Finally. And 10. Magic. Everything's happening. We've got our dogs. We're taking care of our family, our kids. We're married. We're, you know, living in a city. And here's the 10. I'm trying to read what this fortune says. We've got a fortune cookie. Now, this seems a little bit more ominous than this. But just like when you look at the death card, you want to think of rebirth. Sometimes when you look at 10, because everything's a cycle. Everything's cyclical. So once we get to the top, there's only one way to go, and that's back down. Once we get to the bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's back up. Right? So, again, like with some of the other suits, this seems like a little bit of shadow work. This is the light and this is the dark. It's hard to read their fortune, but to me that seems not so hot. Like, fortune's there, but watch your back. There's a message here that's trying to warn you of something. That's how it feels to me. But let's read their 10. Home. Emotional gratification, a serene family life. Your dream coming true may offer you gratification in the city where you live or where you're born. So that makes sense with this card, but it doesn't make sense with this. Whatever. Okay. Then we're going to go Page of Pentacles. Young man wanting to journey out and make money, make a way for his life. This seems more swords energy, but here's a young man who's probably thinking, what do I want to be when I grow up? Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, who's ready to go off on his journey. And here he was thinking about what he wants to do, and here he's going off to do it. Same with here. Here's this young man who's, you know, working, starting to make a name for himself. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So she's very, you know, materialistic. I like the Queen of Pentacles, but I'm a Capricorn, so I would. But she's kind of, you know, she's a materialistic kind of biatch. And here we have her again, Queen of Pentacles here. So again, material, money. She's like, carry my bags, bitch. Here's my little miniature dog. So Queen of Pence. Same with King of Pence. He's, you know, he's got a lot of money and a lot of wealth, and he might have forgotten from where he came from. He might have forgotten his struggles and only wants you to focus on his material wealth. And here is King of Pentacles in the Law of Attraction. You can see all the money here. He's, you know, kind of forgotten about his other, like in the last suit when we talked about the teacher who's the intellect that's too smart to have friends. This guy's probably too worried about counting his money to have friends. So without balance, that can be a really lonely life. And with that, we have concluded the Pentacles, and we will be doing, oh my goodness, just in time. We'll be doing the Wands next.